What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Off the Bench. Of course, I'm DeMarcus.
I'm Ty.
And as y'all can see, we're in got some nice little get-ups on today.
Festive.
Yeah, a little festive for the year. So this is our ugly Christmas sweater edition of Off the Bench. So hope y'all, like what we got on. Mine's is Star Wars influenced.
Yeah, I was a little deer hunting.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not really into deer hunting. I would like to go.
Yeah.
If you go deer hunting.
Yeah, all our deer hunter fans out there, we appreciate you for watching.
I can only do an hour in the trees.
Yeah. You're talking about
can't do the whole
you're talking about
day.
being out there in cold weather. At 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Nah, not doing
give me
that.
an hour.
Yeah, give me a good hour. So I went Star Wars, got Baby Yoda. So you can't go wrong with Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all right, man. So we got a little bit of, we ain't got too much today. Like I said, we're gonna keep it kind of short, but like I said, we got some deep topics for today. So first thing, and also too, this is probably gonna be the bulk of our topics today is positionless basketball.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know when I sent this to you, you was like, man, I knew that was gonna come up.
Yeah, we had a whole discussion.
We had a whole discussion about this. Shout out Tim for even bringing this topic up.
Yeah.
So let's get right into that. Ty, especially we're talking I guess we could say basketball in general, but we're really specifically talking NBA.
Yeah, I would say it's basketball in general now.
Yeah. I'll say it's in general.
Yeah, because as watching, Booker T Friday.
Yeah.
Y'all got a 6'7", 6'8" wing guard pretty much.
Yeah. We got two of those.
Yeah, so how do you?
And thank you for coming to the game too. Appreciate that.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
But how do you call that? I guess back in the early when basketball and ABA was coming around, they measured your position off of height. Height and weight.
Yeah.
But now it's 6'8" wing guard, 6'7" point guards.
I think it's gotten to a place of that because of, like you say, these guys are just, they got so much skill now.
Yeah.
That's what's causing them to say, you know what, we can't box people in no more.
Nah, we can't.
Because before it was like, all right, you can barely dribble. We don't need you dribbling. We need you just down here in this one spot.
Yeah.
Or if you can shoot the ball, but you can't do other things, we need you in this one spot.
How many teams do you know now, from high school to the NBA actually still runs pretty much a power forward position?
Yeah.
Two people down on the block.
I don't.
One at the top, two at the wings. You don't see that.
I don't see that very much, just because, like you said, it's hard to really box a player in on that.
Yeah.
I know we was talking about, like, so when we was talking to Tim, the biggest thing we were saying was who's a point guard.
Yeah.
Who's a small forward, who's a power forward, who's a center. Yeah. And my biggest thing is you don't say you can't really just say somebody's a pinpoint point guard. You say they're a guard.
Yeah.
Because they can do both.
Yeah, I mean,
or he's a scoring guard.
The only point guard that I see, I just thought about another one. Chris Paul. I think he's a true point guard.
Okay.
I think Schroeder is a true point guard.
I would just put Schroeder as a guard because I feel like Schroeder typically wants to score the ball more than anything.
What about somebody like Reggie Jackson?
Scoring, he's a guard because he when we talk about point guard, I look at like John Stockton.
Okay, Kyle Lowry.
I can't put. Kyle Lowry's one of those I can't really even judge what he is because he tries to score, but he's not very effective.
Yeah,
and then he tries to be a court manager, but he don't really do that very well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's difficult for me with him. But like I said, John Stockton of the world, Magic Johnsons of the world, where they literally. Their whole identity was based off of how I'm able to, impact the game by getting everybody involved.
Yeah. Well, Magic was a 6'7" point guard. So
that's what I'm saying. So
was he a guard or was he a point guard? 6'7".
I would say point guard.
Okay.
Just because of, like I say, mentally and how he involved everybody.
Yeah.
And through his involvement, it made him great because of it.
So, I mean, I don't know. So, some of the older guys that's watching the pod or listening.
Yeah.
Was Magic guarding Isaiah? Was that like a one-on-one? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Was it one-on-one or was it like Magic would guard somebody else?
Yeah, Magic definitely guard somebody else because when you talking about Isaiah and Joe Dumars, he ain't running around with them.
Yeah.
They had Byron Scott and other guys to run around with those smaller guys.
Yeah.
Even though and it's vice versa on the defense end for Isaiah. He's not guarding Magic because he's too small. Okay, you're talking 5'9", 6'7".
Yeah, mismatch all day.
Yeah. Even though Magic is not, trying to score the ball, he gonna score the ball when you're talking about somebody of that size guarding him. Yeah. So that's why I say, you a guard or you're a forward.
So
because centers don't exist no more.
Yeah. So we got time. Let's run down the list of people that's ball handlers in the NBA that we see. Okay. I know like C.J. McCollum was a two guard in Portland.
Yes, he's a guard.
But now he's running the one, and
that's why I say he's a guard.
He's just a guard.
He's just a guard because, like you say, his primary skill set is to score the ball. Yeah. It's always been since college. Okay. I'm going to score the ball. Now I've been, removed from that normal job to now I have more responsibility of ball handling and really just getting them into something, not so much of orchestrating what people are doing. Score. Just a guard.
I mean, he orchestrates everything on the offensive side too. You got Bain and you got Brooks.
Is he really orchestrating, or is they just run a pick and roll, and then off of that he either scores the ball or he passes the ball?
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
I mean, Luka. Same thing with Luka.
That's
same thing with Dame.
That Luka's different.
But that's what I'm saying.
Luka's just get out the way. Let me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's a 6'6", 6'7" guard. You know what I'm saying? That's doing all that.
So what about I don't know who's the point guard for the Spurs since Murray's not there no more. But
we don't have one. We don't have one. That's my team. I'm telling you, we don't have a point guard. We don't.
That's old school ball.
Greg Pop don't. And that's one of our struggles because Tony Parker for so long and Avery Johnson, those guys are real point guards that are able to distribute the ball to our, shooters. Yeah. To a Tim Duncan, who was one of the best forwards to ever play.
Okay, what about Jalen Brunson?
Yeah, he's just a guard. Yeah, he ain't no point guard.
Drew Holiday,
guard. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. And then if you go forward, like everybody else is just forwards. Everybody else is just forwards. Yeah. LeBron, Giannis, you know what I'm saying? Julius Randle. Yeah. All them guys are just forwards. We don't have the centers of the world, they don't exist no more.
I mean, you got Robert Woods.
He's not a center.
I knew you was going to say that, so I thought about Robert Woods.
Yeah, Robert Woods is not a center. He's a forward. DeAndre Ayton is a forward. He's not a center.
What about?
Because I say this, just like I was telling Tim, I look at centers as guys that, like you said, are catching the ball back to the basket and they're only scoring from the paint. They're not.
That's Robert Woods. I don't think he.
Robert he shoot threes.
Robert Woods.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he shoot threes. Okay. Every forward shoots pretty threes much, now.
Yeah.
You name it. Even now, DeAndre Ayton, he ain't shooting three, but he's shooting jump shots.
Yeah. But I mean, that was around when David Robinson was there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So there's certain guys that aren't shooting as many threes, but there is no forward that just literally truly plays back to the basket and I only score in a low block or mid block or right in the paint. Yeah. Because now there's some guys that they're just alley-oop specials. Where they come off the screen, they throw alley-oop to them, and that's what you get. But
I mean, he shoots threes too.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I guess you need that in your repertoire now. That's what you need in your bag to be efficient in what today's game is. Like everybody says, Steph Curry changed the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the evolution of the game, that's why, like I say, that's why basketball is so positionless now. Yeah, is because of the evolution of a Steph Curry that came in, because he made it cool to do all these things. Yeah. And don't have to be, like I said, traditional positions.
Yeah. So I would just say,
and that's why the scoring is going up crazy too.
True. So, how do you think about teams running 4 guards in a center?
That's the game now. Because, like you say, because you think about it, you can't. Minnesota going through the growing pains right now, having 2 7-footers out on the floor. Yeah. And you got one that's a pick and roll guy, and you got one that's a stretch forward. Yeah. And they're always in the way. Mm-hmm. There's no spacing on the floor. With 4 guards in the center or 4 guards in just a forward, you have spacing. Yeah. Because you got corners, you got wings, you got the top. So when that post player forward comes and set a screen, now as a defense, you either got to live with the drive, or the drive and big man play, or you know what I'm saying? Because if you Warriors, when you look just 1 inch, that ball going to the corner or the wing is a 3 ball. Yeah. So it makes the game so different, and it makes it tougher on defenders.
Yeah,
because now you just can't hone in on this particular player. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think that's why the game has changed into that.
Do you think it's like that overseas too? We don't watch a lot.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of overseas, but when I do watch it, I don't see.
They still run that fundamental.
Yeah, I don't see too much of it because like even like when the Eurobasket was going on this past summer, like watching Giannis playing with his with the Greek team and watching Luka play with his country, like you still saw there's still a fundamental structure of what basketball used to be. Because they still had two bigs on the floor. Yeah, and they had a guy that was just like just basically a defender, and then you had a guy that was just like, okay, I'm just gonna catch and drive or catch and shoot. Yeah,
so sound like NBA is like AAU ball.
Yeah, so that's what it's turned into. Because for one, for the NBA, it behooves them to have that type of style because more points are being scored, and it caters to the youth of the world more than anything. Yeah. So that's why I think you see so much of the NBA turning into that. That's why I say it's hard to say who's this type of position. Yeah. So who would you say is a point guard besides? Because we already know Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is
so who point guard? So we just go. Let's run it down.
I'm just trying to run down the teams in my head right now and think.
Because everybody else besides the Phoenix Suns have the same type of guard. If you go Shea in Oklahoma City. You go to Atlanta.
Trey.
You go to Trey.
Trey Murray, whichever one,
whoever's in the game. You go to Cleveland with Garland, and then the Spider over there. Yeah.
Fox, he's a scorer.
You go to Fox, yep. You go to Indiana with Halliburton.
What about he just got to Boston.
You talking about Brogdon?
Yeah.
Guard. Yeah. Him and White, both of them the same. To me, Brogdon's a better shooter, but him and White pretty much the same type of guard.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to go to second team.
Yeah. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you go to Brooklyn, Kyrie, not a point guard.
Yeah. So you go to the second team, then you see more, I guess you would say, point guards because they have to set up second team.
Exactly. So when you're talking about starting, there is none. But when you talking about who come off that bench, yes, you can tell, you are a point guard because you literally coming in not trying to score. Yeah. You trying to come in, facilitate, orchestrate, and defend. Mm-hmm. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to let the other guys do their job to make your job easier. Yeah. And to make you look better as the point guard.
I would definitely say second team.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I would say, when you talk about second team, they have that. But when you talking primary players, you don't have it.
It's going to be obsolete. And I think in the next year, it's just going to be a five. It's going to be a starting five. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not going to be no. I think my little cousin, she played basketball at Ball State. They don't even call them point guards, shooting guards. They call them something else.
That's what I'm saying.
I tried to research it before we got on air, but I forgot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like Guardians and they're a whole total different.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's why they do it that way is because for one, you don't have to so much keep tabs on people staying in this one group. Yeah. You can kind of put them all together. And then that way you have an ability to say, okay, you impact the game in so many different ways because now you're not so captive to just this one position. Yeah. So I think that's why a lot of people, love the way it's transitioned to and why the NBA has transitioned to and why this college, because even when you watch college basketball, it's the same thing.
Yeah, I would say so.
You don't see much of that. You don't see much of the traditional center.
Yeah, probably like the lower schools, maybe.
The lower schools, but like your top D1s. Like in Purdue, like they got that 7 foot something kid. Yeah. But he's the only one on the court. The rest of them are forward and guards. Yeah. And he's out there for, of course, sparing minutes because he's so big he can't play very long. Yeah. So that's why I say so even with him, that's what you got. So but that's why I say I honestly I think the way it's going is good for basketball, but like I said, I know some people still can see it.
It's good for basketball?
Yeah, I think it's good for basketball. You don't think it's good?
I think it is in certain aspects. Yeah. Like you said, it just basically now it's like put your best five on the court versus my best five.
Exactly. Because with the way things are right now, it breeds creativity. It constantly breeds creativity. And kids coming up can now say, okay, so if I am a tall kid, that don't mean I got to play post.
Yeah.
If I'm this small kid, I don't have to play guard. Yeah. You know, or if I'm this heavier set kid, I'm not bogged down to just playing this one position. Because if I can show you that I can do now, of course, you got to show the ability to be given the keys. Yeah. But if I can show the ability, then I know my coach won't deny me the opportunity, and it doesn't hurt me when I'm trying to, you know, go to college or go to the pros.
And you know, it's funny. I was thinking about that while I was watching y'all play. Yeah. And even with the Lady Cats, I was watching them play, and I'm sitting there watching Coach Brown team, and I'm like, who is a point guard? I couldn't tell if it was number 12. 31.
Yeah.
Everybody,
or the girl,
number 5,
you know, the biggest girl on the court. She was bringing the ball to the court.
I was like,
half the time
bringing the ball.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's pretty, and with that too, it opens up your offense. And you can have your 5 run your offense for you. You can have your 4 run your offense for you. Yeah. Your 3 can set it up. Yeah. No matter what it is, it's
everybody's interchangeable. Yeah. That's the beauty of it, because now you really get to see art happening, because now, like you say, the girl or the guy ain't getting the ball and he's standing back court waiting for the guard to come get the ball. He bringing the ball to the court. The guard taking off. Now we got a guard to guard exchange. We got a forward to guard exchange. Yeah. And the big can still handle the ball and shoot the ball. So now guess what? It puts more pressure on the defense. Yeah. Because now we can't say, okay, let's just play zone
and just let it happen.
And just let it happen and just bag up and let them come to us, because they're gonna give us, they're gonna make a bad decision. No, it's like, hold on, we can't play zone, because that 6'7" girl, she can step out and hit threes in the corner. Yeah. So now we gotta respect her. Yeah. And we gotta respect this guard, this lightning fast guard that can dribble and shoot and pass.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much one reason why teams, like younger teams, run zone. Yeah. And you see, like, you know, of course, Syracuse, they still in the zone.
Yeah, they're still doing that.
It's challenging too, because you don't see that much. So when you see it, it's like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah, exactly. It kind of like when I see teams run zone now, I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? Yeah. You know, because it's so unusual to see it now. But like you said, the teams that don't have the size and struggle with rebounding, I notice they tend to do zone. Yeah. Yeah. And you look at Syracuse, they usually don't have the size. They usually have like a 6'7" forward, which really is a guard or a wing player. Yeah. So I got to help him out, because I got 6'7". He's my next tallest 6'5". So playing zone, it helps with rebounding, because now all 5 guys are around the paint and around the rim. So so that's why I think, you know, the position, you know, the positions are where they at now. All right, so moving on, let's go to these NBA renames. Yeah.
I've seen
awards. So what do you think about the names first?
Why did we change it?
I don't know.
Why did we even change the trophy?
I don't know.
Like, if you're gonna change everything, might as well put Kobe Bryant for the logo.
Listen. Might as well. Yeah, might as well. Yeah. If y'all, you know, everybody out there watching, when you get some time, just Google the trophies. I'm sure I can get John to kind of put it up on the screen for y'all. But, you know, Google the trophies and just, you know, comment down below. Let us know what you think of just the designs of the trophies. But I don't understand the name change. Yeah. Why we did it. Yeah. And then, like I said, I feel like we just came out with 6 new trophies just to have 6 new trophies, when all the trophies we had were fine. Yeah. But like I say, if we're going to do that, we might as well change the logo then. Yeah.
I didn't mind the All-Star change and the MVP name change. Yeah, I didn't mind that.
That was Kobe Bryant. Yeah. I can respect that.
Kobe and Bill.
Yeah.
The finals.
Yeah, because you got finals MVP, Bill Russell. All-Star MVP, Kobe Bryant. Yeah. Eastern Conference MVP is Larry Bird. Okay. Then you got Western Conference MVP is Matt Johnson. Of course.
Surprise.
Hey, listen though, but Magic and Larry saved the NBA. So, you know, we gotta give them, pay homage to them. Yeah. And then you got the Social Justice Award for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, I can see that.
You can see that, because you know all what he did. Yeah. And then of course, let's go down. You got the Michael Jordan MVP.
Surprise.
That's why I try to tell you. That's why he the GOAT right there. That's why he the GOAT. We'll have a conversation about that later on. Because I got a buddy of mine named Carl. He told me, man, get me on the pod, man. I can have that MJ debate. I said, can you really though? Yeah, nah, can you really? It's really not. It's not. I love LeBron, but we really can't have that conversation. Then you got Defensive Player of the Year. You got the Dream, Hakeem Olajuwon.
How many times did he win?
Hey man, that's
why
that's so debatable.
For these people, I feel like you have to carry that
what they call it, pedigree.
Yeah. You got to be known for a lockdown defender. You got to be like 10 times defensive.
Stuff
like that. You know,
I would have been, you know, somebody like Scotty, somebody like Dennis Rodman, somebody like that. Yeah. That's top 100 because of course you got to have the top 100 greatest players' names on these trophies.
And how long does this last though?
For right now, this is what it's gonna be for a little while.
30 years down the road.
Yeah,
like when Patting down the prospect, he was like, I didn't watch Jordan play. Like, that was mind blowing at the time. But I had to.
He ain't lying with his age group. It's all replays for him. Yeah. So, like I said, for the kid that's not even gonna see LeBron play.
Yeah.
They're gonna see other players come, and you still gonna start talking about the dream. They're gonna be like, "Who the world? I gotta get on YouTube and find anything on him."
I don't even remember. I remember Michael because of course it's Jordan in the finals. I remember the step back, everything else, but I don't remember Kareem. I mean, of course, I don't remember Kareem, but I don't remember Hakeem.
Yeah,
barely remember Patrick Ewing. The only reason why I remember that is because Eastern Conference Finals playing, Jordan and stuff like that. But
so then you got Rookie of the Year. The Wilt Chamberlain Trophy, which that threw me for a loop. I'm like, how does? Okay,
this is all the top heavy names.
Then you got Sixth Man of the Year. You got John Havlicek. Excuse me if I mess his name up.
Is it Havlicek?
Havlicek, I think that's how you say it. Okay. Havlicek.
I think that's the Boston guy.
Then you got Most Improved Player, George Mikan. And then they came out with this one. I'm like, nah, they just reaching for this one.
Yeah.
They got the new trophy, Clutch Player of the Year, Jerry, and his named after Jerry West.
I don't care about that one. Clutch Player. What does that mean? This is more accolades for people to get into the Hall of Fame now.
That's all it is. It's moving the needle. That's all it is. You gotta tap into so many different.
6-time Clutch Player of the Year. Better watch out for him.
And like my thing is, man, like how many shots are you gonna have to make in the clutch in order for you to win that award? Because I mean, honestly, in the NBA, it's far in between. We see these real clutch shots. Like we see people make big shots like in the last 2 minutes, but we talking about like down, last 10 seconds. Yeah. How many people are making shots in last, to really clutch out the game?
I think that's a good award for new and coming players as well.
Okay,
somebody like Kyrie.
Yeah.
What he just do this weekend?
Yeah, that's a clutch. That's a clutch moment. Yeah.
You think he gonna care about winning a clutch shot?
Yeah. He
ain't gonna care about that. It's not the MVP.
No, exactly.
It's not the finals.
Yeah,
MVP.
It's not a ring. So it's like some of these. I feel like some of these awards, besides like Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
That's of course, all your new player they care about that.
Yeah.
Defensive player, the sixth man, most improved. Yeah. But the clutch player, I don't see a lot of people gonna be really hunting after that.
Basement.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see a lot of people really hunting at that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Let's do a rundown.
We're not gonna go over who we think.
Yeah, man.
I don't know who's clutch.
No, we'll skip that one. We'll skip that one.
All right.
We'll do everything but that one. Okay. So let's go right now. Who you think MVP right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I can give you 5. I would go Giannis, Tatum, Luka, Zion, and Ja.
So any one of those?
Any one of those.
Okay. And I'll give you that too. I like all 5 of those.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of who I have in my mind right now. Because they kind of, it's like each 9 watching them, one of them kind of goes up over the other one. But those 5 are strong in my mind right now.
So I just hate it it just came to my mind when I was naming those 5. Like, Joel Embiid was fighting for 2 years for that award, and now he's not even in the top 5 right now for that. Yeah, I know. But the 5 that you just named, they're hot right now.
They're hot right now. You know what I'm saying? They're having better, and their team's having better years than his team.
Yeah, he's 4th in the East.
But even he 4th in the East, but they 1 or 2 games over 500. So it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's just hard to have a big like him in that type of discussion. Even though Joker is always in a discussion, but it's hard to have him in there. All right, let's go Defensive Player of the Year right now.
That award always surprised me because I didn't watch Rudy Gobert 2 years in a row. I didn't see Dwight Howard, but he had 18 blocks and one, stuff like that. But I would just say I would like to see a guard win it again because that's something that very rarely, and Marcus Smart winning it last year was pretty good. So I just hope a guard wins it.
Okay. So let's go Rookie of the Year.
Ooh, that's hard. I know that rookie for Indiana's been hooping.
Yeah,
the one that called out LeBron. Did you see that?
I saw that. I loved it.
Yeah,
loved it.
He called out LeBron.
Like, he had a better.
Yeah,
a better night.
Better than me.
He had a better. And that night when they played, he had a better night than LeBron did that night. But like I said, we already know LeBron's still a better player.
I think Paulo will get it.
You think Paulo will get it?
Yeah, Paulo. I don't know what Jabari Smith is doing in Houston. But I think Paulo will get it. He got Orlando in a nice spot right now. I mean, they just lost Suggs for a couple games. Yeah,
he going out for a while. So I'm gonna go Benedict out of Indiana. That's what I got for rookie of the year. Right
so
now.
That's a dude.
That's him. That's what I got for right now because, like I say, I feel like he's having the most. Even though Paulo's having a good year, but the impact that Benedict's having in Indiana with him and Halliburton back there in that backcourt.
Yeah.
And his numbers he's putting up is good too. All right, let's go. 6th man of the year.
We talked about this today. I'm going Christian Wood.
You going Christian Wood?
17-8.
I'm going Russell Westbrook.
No.
Russell Westbrook. No. Y'all listen to me. Russell Westbrook has revived himself coming off the bench as 6th man. Do you see what he's doing as 6th man? LA loves him again.
Losing on this.
LA loves my man now. They ain't booing him. They ain't calling him Russell Westbrook no more. He out there hooping. They still losing, but you know what I'm saying?
For awards like that, do you award a player that's on the losing team?
He won't win it. He won't win it, but because he's on the losing team. But that's just, to me, he epitomizes a 6th man right now.
He's averaging like 13, 8, and 8.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he
2-3 triple doubles.
Yeah, so he finally went to the bench and started putting up better numbers.
Yeah.
Because like I said, coming in with that second unit, and then your boy AD got hurt again. You know, that's a whole nother conversation.
Joe said he made out of tissue paper.
Yeah, that joke, I'm telling you, man, Wolfie cushion, bro. Like, that joke need a bubble suit.
Yeah, so Christian Wood, like I said, 17-8 off the bench. You know, do you start looking, when you got two players like this, it's like, okay, player A, player B. Do you start going into shooting percentage, free throw percentage, everything else that categorizes you for a 6th man of the year, or do you just go off of the raw first numbers that you see?
I think it's a combination of, you know, like, see, different categories, you know, and then consistency too.
Yeah,
you know, that what Jamal Crawford was, you know, great at. It's like he was so consistent. Like, no matter what team he was on, his numbers were always good. So I think because you got to, for one, you have to change the game once you come in. So your energy impact has to be high. And then, like you said, I would say, how does a team do when you're on the floor? Are you in the positive or are you in the negative when you're on the floor? Well, of course you're in the positive. That's why you even in the category. Because your impact is so, you know, so good. So
it's hard because somebody like Russell Westbrook, you know, he doesn't shoot as well as he used to. But how can you award somebody that got 15 points off of 4 for 11 shooting? But you got somebody like Christian Wood, 60% from the field, give you 17 points. So
and I think, and that's why Christian would win, I think, over Russell, is because of when you break down all your statistics in the areas that you should be strong in, you're not. And this person's strong in that area, and he's still giving the same amount of rebounds and assists, but he's also giving blocks. He's also, you know, in moments of the game where he really turns it around for the team. So that's why I say he won't win it because he's on a terrible team. But I just, like I said, I'm loving what I'm seeing from him playing that 6 man role. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why he's there. All right, let's go most improved player.
I mean,
I got SGA from Oklahoma City, most improved player.
He was doing that last year though.
But he's went another level with it, man. He's went another level with it.
Most improved.
Yep.
That was hard. That was really hard.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come back to me on that.
I'll come back to before we get out of here.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on. We we had here in the last week, we had a nice little presentation of a high school game, 20 years in the making.
Yeah.
You had James versus Anthony.
Yeah.
Of course, you had LeBron's son, and you had Carmelo's son playing a high school game against each other. So what'd you think of that? How cool was that to you?
I think it was pretty good, pretty cool. You know, you not just seeing them in AAU ball, you actually seeing them on the court against
on a high school team.
On two prolific, you high school teams. One from I think one from New York, other from Cali.
Yeah, so Sierra Canyon, that's in California, and then Christ the King, they're in New York.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. He said it's 20 plus years in the making.
Yeah.
What we see next year with Bryce and
Yeah, because that's to me, I think it's going to be a better battle. Yeah, it's because you got Bryce, who's younger.
Yeah,
and then of course Anthony, he's a freshman.
Yeah.
So
they both are freshmen.
Yeah, they both fresh. So they're both. I think you're going to see more battles with them than you are with Bronny. But it was still cool to have that moment with both LeBron kids and then Carmelo's kids.
How much like pressure you think it was on for all three of them?
I don't think it was no pressure because I think Bronny his future solidified.
Yeah,
and then Bryce. I don't think it's a lot of pressure on Bryce. Cause I think everybody know Bryce is going to be eventually what Bronny is. A lot of people feel like he's going to be better, which I think he is.
Yeah.
Because I think he's just as athletic already, and he has a little bit better skill than what because like I say, watching him in AAU and watching Bronny, of course, Bronny got the hype.
Yeah.
But I feel like, to me, just off the little bit I've seen, I feel like Bryce is going to be the better overall player than what Bronny is. So, and then with Anthony's kid, I think he's gonna be good. Yeah. He still got some time to grow. I think he'll start developing his athleticism. I don't think he's gonna be no rim rocker like Bronny.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be able to put it in.
I think if he still getting coached, I've seen videos of dad coaching.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he's gonna be kind of like how Dwayne Wade's son Zaire was. Yeah. He can get up on the rim and put it in, but he not known just for that. He gonna be known more for shooting and of course his skill.
Yeah.
Like when you got one of the best scorers to ever do it, teaching you, then you kind of
have a deadly mid range.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of destined for that. So, all right, I got a question for you, man. I don't know if you laughed at this, but I saw a little thing on TikTok about it.
Yeah.
Is Patrick Beverly the worst player in the NBA?
No.
Okay.
I've seen worse. I think he's the funniest person in the NBA.
Yeah. I would say he's not the worst player all around, but I would say offensively, he's probably the last person I'm looking for to give me some offense on the court.
Yeah.
I need you to play defense. I don't need you to worry about shooting, like I said. And the fact and what's crazy is, in high school he was a scoring machine in high school.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of weird to see him go to the NBA. But I also understand, you got roles on teams. And your job changes as you go into the league versus where you were in high school.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of what he is now is because that's what he gets paid to do. So that's why he specializes in doing it. But I just wanted to ask that question and see what you thought. I thought that was hilarious. It was off of the First Thing First episode with Nick Wright.
Yeah.
And he was breaking down how he's like, man, he said that Pat Bev was the worst player in the NBA.
I mean, you gotta think, so like he's guarding the best player in and out each day, but then they're putting points on him.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't make his defense look good.
Yeah.
He's not a threat on the offensive side. So I can see that view.
Yeah, exactly. All right. What do you think about Kyrie's revival, man?
11-3 since he's been in the lineup, coming back.
Come on.
What else do you have to say?
I love it. I love it, man. Like
game winner
that game winner against Toronto.
Yeah.
I was like, bro.
Clutch.
Yeah. And then you could tell too at the end of the game when they did the interview, man, you could just tell like he feel like weight has been lifted off of him. And he really, even with all the noise and all the canceling and all the backlash, I feel like now he's like, man, I can just hoop. Yeah. I ain't really got nothing. The other endorsements are leaving. The other people are cutting me off, writing me off.
Yeah.
But I know I do this special.
Yeah.
So
give me 20-some points.
Yeah, so I love it, man. I'm happy for him. I love to see the redemption stories. That's why I said the same thing with Westbrook. Man, they were booing him out of LA.
Yeah.
And now they're cheering him. They calling for him to be on the court. So that's why I think I just love what Kyrie's going through, and I love Westbrook. Both of them bouncing back, having good years. And I think moving into the playoffs, like I said, Westbrook not gonna make it.
Yeah.
But I think going into the playoffs, and right now I want to say Brooklyn, like a couple game back of Milwaukee.
They're like 18 and 11, 18 and
12. Something like that. So they are a couple games behind Milwaukee right now in the East because you got Boston, Milwaukee, and then I think Philadelphia,
Cleveland, Philly,
Cleveland. That's who it is. Yeah. Cleveland, Philly, and then Brooklyn. Yeah. So they on pace to, of course, pass Philly, and then depending on with Cleveland, I think they'll eventually pass them. All right, so let's go Christmas Day games predictions. Then we'll come back to the point guards. All right, so you got Philadelphia, New York. Who you got?
Philadelphia, New York, Philly.
You got Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. Dallas and Los Angeles?
Dallas.
Of course, I got Dallas too. Yeah. Milwaukee and Boston.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one. That's the 4:00 game.
If Milwaukee shows up like they did against Memphis, I got Boston. But I think where they playing at? Boston.
They're playing in Boston.
I got Boston.
Yeah, tight. I got Boston. It's gonna be tight, but I got Boston.
Yeah.
Let's go Golden State and Memphis.
Memphis.
Yeah, because Steph Curry's out.
Yeah. What is it, shoulder?
Yeah, they say he out for several weeks. They didn't put a timeline on it or timetable, but it's several weeks. And then the nightcap at midnight, of course. You got Phoenix and Denver. Phoenix. I haven't really liked the way Phoenix or Denver's really playing right now.
The man gave you 50-something last night. Might have been in the bed.
That was
against the number one team in the West.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna come up with that, man. That was 50. That was more of I'm ticked off about what Zion did to us in New Orleans, so I'm gonna put a 50 bomb on y'all. But like I say, games before that, it wasn't there.
Yeah,
the energy wasn't there. So that momentum he had, that was off of another game. So, but yeah, I'm not knocking nothing Devin Booker's doing. He's hooping. Yeah. But like I said, I'm still not liking what I'm seeing for Phoenix, especially for him to be, the last 2 years, one of the top teams in the NBA period.
Yeah,
and to kind of see how they, and I tell people I feel like Jay Crowder not being on that team,
it's hurting
them. Yeah. It's hurting them because they don't have that grit player. They don't have that guy that's out there that's knocking down.
They still missing Cam Johnson?
Yep, they's missing him. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he got hurt early in the season, and he's gonna be out for a little bit longer. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, it's hurting them not having him on the court. I don't even know where Jay Crowder's at.
They say he's just at home.
He's just chilling, ain't he?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I thought he was on the team, but then I'm like, he's not on the team.
That's another thing. Is it something we don't know?
Yeah, something going on behind the scenes that we don't know. All right, so let's go real quick into bowl predictions for college football. I know it's your favorite time of the year. So, real quick before we go into this, I wanted to congratulate Deion Sanders on a great year with Jackson State, even though they did not win the Celebration Bowl. They lost in overtime.
You think he should have went for 2?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Don't go for that. We ain't trying to tie. We trying to win.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I'm coming. So, I want to congratulate him on a great season and a great, few years with Jackson State because he really put them in a better position, facility-wise, coverage-wise. And I think the new coach that they just signed up or hired, I think moving forward it'd be a better situation for him because of all that. Yeah. And I think HBCUs in general will benefit from Deion being a part of that. So I'm excited to see what he's gonna do in Colorado. But I just want to congratulate him on a undefeated regular season, conference championship, didn't win the two-time. Yeah. So that's a big deal. And then also too, want to congratulate CP3. I know he graduated. Yesterday. Yeah. So congratulations on finally getting your degree and finishing school. So all right, with all that being said, let's go into these bowls. Okay. So let's start. We're gonna do the Final Four last. Okay. All right. So what we got? We got. Trying to think what bowl. So the Myrtle Beach Bowl. You got Marshall and UConn.
I'm gonna go with UConn.
Go UConn?
Yeah, I want to see them win a bowl game.
Yeah, I like.
It's been non-existent for the last couple of years.
I like UConn too. Yeah. All right, so then you got December 20th. You got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Eastern Michigan and San Jose State.
San Jose State.
Yeah, you got San Jose State. I got Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
All right. Then we're gonna go to Wednesday, December 21st. You got the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. You got Western Kentucky and South Alabama. I like Western Kentucky.
I'm gonna go with USA.
You going USA?
Yeah, I'm going USA. Okay. Room for the home state.
Okay. And then on the 22nd, you got the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, Baylor and Air Force. Baylor. Yep. Yeah, I think that's a good call too. And then you got the Technologies Independence Bowl, which is on the 23rd of December. You got Louisiana and University of Houston.
Houston.
I like Houston too. All right, and then that same day you got the Union Home Mortgages Bowl with Wake Forest and Missouri.
These names are terrible,
bro. I don't know. Listen, as I was pulling, listen.
They could have picked
these names are horrible, but this is what we got going. That's what we got going. So who you like, Wake Forest or Missouri? I like Wake Forest.
I'm gonna go with Missouri, SEC.
You're going come on, man.
Yeah, SEC all day.
And then on the 28th, you got the Military Bowl with UCF and Duke.
Mm-hmm. Go Gus Malzahn, UCF.
I'm going Duke. All right. Then you got that same day on the 28th, you got AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Kansas and Arkansas.
I don't know if Arkansas.
I like Kansas.
I'm going to go Arkansas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same day, you got the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
Jesus.
Oregon and North Carolina.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon?
Yeah.
Okay. I like Oregon too. Same day, you got the Tax Act Texas Bowl, Texas Tech and Ole Miss.
Texas Tech. Oh, I got Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss. I got Ole Miss too.
Lane train.
All right. Now moving on, December 29th, you got the Bad Boys, Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, Syracuse versus Minnesota.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's played in Yankee Stadium. So I'm gonna go with
it's in Yankee Stadium.
I'm going with Syracuse.
Syracuse. I'm gonna go Syracuse. All right, and then you got the Cheez-Its Bowl.
Yeah.
Oklahoma and Florida State. Florida State. I got Florida State.
I'm gonna go for FSU.
Even though they're rival, I got Florida State. You gotta go. It's in Orlando, so I gotta go there. And then we got the Alamo Bowl against Texas and Washington. I like Texas.
I like Washington.
You like Washington? Yeah. All right, so Friday, December 30th, you got the Dukes Mayo Bowl.
That's the one I've been waiting.
That's the one you waiting on?
I knew that was a bowl, Dukes Mayo.
You got Maryland versus NC State.
Maryland versus. I'm gonna go NC State. I don't know if their quarterback is playing because I know he's talking about transfer.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with NC State though.
I'm gonna go Maryland. Yeah. All right, you got Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. It's Pittsburgh and UCLA.
How you get a bowl game? Pittsburgh and who?
It's in El Paso, Texas. You got Pittsburgh and UCLA. I like UCLA.
I like UCLA too.
No.
They got a black quarterback.
And then that same day, December 30th, you got the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl.
Okay. Yeah, that's
that's in Jacksonville. You got Notre Dame and South Carolina.
I don't like Notre Dame. I'm going South Carolina.
I'm with you. I don't like Notre Dame either. I think they always.
I do root for their head coach though. Yeah, but I can't go for the team.
Yeah. And then that same day on December 30th, you got the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl, Ohio and Wyoming.
I'm gonna go Wyoming.
I'm gonna go Ohio. That same day, you got the Capital One Orange Bowl, December 30th. You got number 6 Tennessee and number 7 Clemson.
I'm gonna go Clemson.
Because Tennessee Hooker, Hooker lost. They lost Hooker, so yeah. All right, so now we got New Year's Eve, December 31st. You got the Trans Perfect Music City Bowl, Iowa and Kentucky.
Kentucky. Will Levis.
I like Kentucky. Yeah. And then All-State Sugar Bowl, you got number 5 Alabama and number 9 Kansas State in the Superdome.
With Alabama saying that 2.
Yeah, because they say Anderson and what's his name playing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kansas State. I think Kansas State shocks the world.
You want some money? You might want to.
Yeah, I'm going Kansas State. Yeah. Hey, hit me up if you want to bet it. All right, and then on Monday, January 2nd, we have the Relia Quest Bowl.
Reliance Quest. I think it's Reliance.
Yeah, it's RELIA. Relia Quest Bowl.
It's Quest Bowl.
Quest Bowl. We got the Quest Bowl. Mississippi State and Illinois.
I don't know if Mississippi State gonna play in it, but I'm gonna go with Mike Leach. Oh, Mike Leach, rest in peace. Praying for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mississippi State. I think they're gonna want to win one for him.
Play hard for him.
You got the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, LSU and Purdue.
I'm gonna go LSU.
LSU? All right, cool. And I'm going to go LSU too as well.
Yeah.
And then you got the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic with number 10 USC and number 16 Tulane.
USC? What the heck?
I don't even know how that matchup happened.
USC and Tulane?
Yeah, I don't even know how that matchup. I mean, Tulane had a good year, but I still understand that matchup. But I'm going USC. And then, of course, you got that same day on January 2nd, you got the Rose Bowl. Who you going on? You got number 8 Utah and Penn State.
I'm gonna go Penn State.
Okay, I'm gonna go Utah. Yeah. I like what they did against USC, so I think I'm gonna go Utah. And then finally, to culminate, I know they're playing the day before, but to culminate everything, the Final Four, you got Michigan, TCU, then you got Ohio State and Georgia. Who you got?
Michigan, Georgia.
Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
I got the same thing. I got Michigan and Georgia, and I got Georgia winning it all.
Yeah. I think the Michigan Ohio State game gonna be closer than what people think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think so too. But I still like I said, I like Georgia with their defense, what they're doing. They're just too dominating for Michigan. And like I said, Michigan run game is what they really rely on a whole bunch. And I think once they shut that down and turn them into a passing team, that's where they're gonna struggle. Yeah. All right, and then finally, man, before we get out of here, let's give a round of applause for Messi.
Man, I feel like this solidified his legacy.
Absolutely.
He needed a big.
He needed a big. Yes. He needed a big one. So I want to.
It's not just Messi. It's Argentina.
It's Argentina. I want to congratulate RT, but of course Messi, because he's one of my favorite football players.
Okay.
You know that I've been watching coming up.
I like that you said football.
Yeah. We want to be respectful to because it's a global sport. It's one of the biggest global sports in the world. Yeah. I want to say they said it was a record-breaking television viewership of over 1 billion people watched this final.
Yes.
And congratulations to France. I know they won the last World Cup, so to be able to make it back is big. But Argentina did it, so congratulate them. Congratulate Messi. Yes. And one last question before we get out of here: would you say the World Cup? Like, what would you rank the World Cup amongst like sporting events? Would you say it's the
said it all World Cup? Yeah. It's number one. Granted, we might not watch it over here.
Yeah, but as much
other countries. Yeah, World Cup is it. Soccer, football is the leading sport.
Yeah, I would like I said, I'm a big fan of Super Bowl, of the NBA Finals, but like I said, there's nothing like the World Cup, man. Because like I said, it's like you just said, it's the entire world, it's a country.
Yeah, your best versus my best.
Exactly, and whoever win, you are the world champion. Because every country had an opportunity. Not every country have an opportunity in the NFL and in the NBA.
Yeah.
But everybody in the World Cup come to one central location, and you got all these fans from all over the world coming, cheering on their country to try to win a championship for their country. So
2026 is in North America, so
nice.
Yeah, so
we might need to. Hey John, we might need to start looking some tickets up, man. Right. So we can try to go. So we can have off the bench live there. You know what I'm saying?
Host of many cities.
Yeah, exactly. So, but man, I want to thank y'all for watching. As always, that's gonna wrap this episode up. Like always, make sure you like, comment, share below, and let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us know what we can do to make next episode better. Any topics that you think that we missed that we should go over, please let us know. We'll definitely do our very best to implement in the next show. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.